Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Stasis Bone Totem, where today we're just going to do a little bit of science, a little bit of elementary, everyday, basic-ass science. So, I've spent a little time here looking through the panoply of screenshots that I have taken of things showing the circle of genetics, as it is normally called. And one thing that I have found, there's definitely a fair number of things that are just like circled, but one thing I found is that we have a picture from one of the computers that shows the G1 sequence, the G1 gene circled, and next to it a notebook page with the two sort of canonical gender symbols on them or on it. So this is the sex gene, presumably, but I don't know what to. Okay, that's the thing we got. There are other genes that are circled in some places. XXC1. But XX is not one we have access to, right? Also, yeah, so okay. C1 is circled in this image. In another image, we have A1 circled. I wonder if these need to be in a particular order. In another image, we have U1 circled. That's just all of the ones. Is that... That feels like it's probably not going to be right. I'm assuming they won't let me fail this in a way that, will actually break everything. Okay. Yeah. Simulation failed. Okay. Let's see if we can make a little bit better sense of it. So let me go see the context of these. So this one. Okay. It looks like this one where the U1 is circled is something that we see while we are Mac from the screenshot. Darn, I wish escape in this window just closed the one thing you're looking at and not the whole terminal. Okay, so here we have stuff. We're going to pretend not to notice how veiny and looking like a particular thing a lot of that is. Right, so here, U1 is called out as being important. It looks like that. Does U1 look like that in this sequence too? Yes, that is in fact the art for U1. Okay, there's a blackboard somewhere here where A1 is circled. And all of this stuff is... Okay, maybe all of them have to go in this order, in... If that's true. So you would start with A1. Then U1. Then C1, then G1. Okay, yes.
Did I actually...
Successful genetic engineering. Congratulations. Smartest Mac.
It looks tiny.
It is in its infancy. But it is in a maturation chamber. You simply need to wait for it to grow.
Not sure I like the sound of that.
And it does have a little timer running on it. You can actually see it growing. I'm fighting the urge to smash it in the hopes that it won't eat our faces once it's popped out. Okay, so what do I do while I'm waiting? I mean, we don't actually have time for stuff to happen. Should be fully matured, you know, pretty soon. One assumes. And we don't have anything else. I mean, I'm wondering, we have never seen an item with this blue clock on it before. I'm wondering if it is actually like a certain number of real world seconds. Why would you want to call it Robbie? Oh, it for sure changed. Embryonic. Come on, little guy. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Keep going. Do we have different text for it in the different stages from everybody? Well, this just got weird. He's growing wires out of his shell. You know, that is kind of strange, actually. Well, it's not winning any beauty contest, but we could use this to inseminate something. Another scrubber, I assume. So it's mature now. Do I want to crack it out of there? Apparently I can't. Fully grown and keen to get freaky. Well. Can I? No. I'm a little worried that it's gonna go through another maturation phase because it's still got the timer and become old and decrepit or something. But I don't know, like, maybe I just use the chamber directly on the swarm now?
Sorry,
yep, okay.
Guy. I don't think you're going to like the attention.
Oh, I forgot to intentionally walk her into the swarm so that we got all the death animations. Well, whatever, it's fine. A lot of what has happened here is not entirely clear to me. But it seems like they're all dead now, so good enough. A vast collection of supplies lie discarded and unopened, either abandoned in haste or merely forgotten, their contents spoiled a long time ago. That's weird. That suit is sort of like plugged into a... Huh. Whatever, let's just get inside, because Charlie desperately needs to get inside.
Hard link connected. Docking ring powered.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
It has a lock.
Warning. 2% energy reserves remaining.
Yeah, let me see my inventories.
Can you rig it? Can you...
Let me focus.
I need some thermite.
This better work. Or I'm dead in the water.
1% energy reserves remaining.
Literally, I'm afraid. My Charlie.
Oh my god, so many dialogue boxes. Let me act. I need electricity. Oh no, I need to click this button to send the pulse. Okay. It didn't look like a button. It looked like it was saying pulse here for victory. Oh, gross. Friends, it is bad in here. Dear Mac and Moses, it is bad in here and I hate it.
I made it. I'm here.
It is better than it was outside.
I'm in.
goddamn close.
Language, Mac.
It's okay. I'm safe. I'm here.
Girl,
I'm safe.
you have not opened your eyes yet. Do not say that you are safe. Look around first.
Oh, that was too close.
Okay.
Real air, Charlie.
Yeah, Moses. It's good. Oh, it's good.
Where are you now?
Alpha base. Alpha base.
You say that name in a way I don't like.
So the walls are a little biological. I guess it's the floor. A little more biological than I would like. The surface of this room has been choked by clusters of organic webbing. Oh, good. The sturdier yet retro design of this diving suit shows evidence that the expedition to this point was done at an earlier technological time, which we kind of knew already. The tool bench holds a welcome variety of implements, but unfortunately, the salty air has depleted their usefulness to zilch. Here we have an old bulbous diving suit that has been designed to navigate extreme ocean depths, its thick layers of metal plating allowing it and its wearer to survive pulverizing water pressures. And it's interactable, so I guess let's have a look. What have you here? Oh, nice. Fuel for the torch.
Another day, another acetylene torch reload.
Could do it with your eyes closed.
Okay, what is this? Just some cable clips. Alright. Okay, useful stuff looted. I definitely know at least one thing I want to do with that torch. Here we have some crusted mucus. The various passages that lead out from the room all lie trapped behind a wall of rubbery mucus, the thick strands binding them into uselessness. Ugh. Alright, well, let's head up this way. So there's a door here that we can't open. A routing terminal, a dusty terminal for a punch card inventory management system. Well, I do have a card. I don't know if this is going to be useful. Alpha Laboratory Manifest Control. Select object. These objects are registered to this person, I guess? And I can send them to various places. I can't get my tag back. Okay. I don't know what we want to do yet, so hold on.
Recompression is in progress. Recompression is in progress.
Okay.
Recompression is in progress.
I think recompression may be in progress. I don't know where I'm getting this idea. It's just a feeling I have. Call it feminine intuition. The barely legible maps suggest this small module was a staging point for deeper expeditions. Scribbled lines indicate a history of recorded exploration into the Alpha base. Alright, well, at the very least, we know a place where Mac is going to want to use that, torch. So this gives us some value. Love the way this all shakes all of the time. Alright, I'd give it one more cutting job, then suggest tossing it. Well, isn't that convenient? And indeed, toss it we did. Alright, inaccessible. Complete the docking procedure. I would love to complete a docking procedure. Red, purple, red, yellow. Oh, okay. That one should have been red. That one should be scratched. Oh, maybe this is sideways then. If that's the one that can't be used. Yeah, shoot. Okay. Alright, so if that's the case, then we want to go red, yellow, this sort of sickly pink, yellow, red, pink, purple, red. There we go. Well, okay, this can't possibly be a bad idea. The small capsule dangles precariously from its support, The cable's emitting a soft creak as its position subtly shifts in a slight breeze. An odor of soap and sweat seep out from the interior. The chairs were old and frayed enough to be repurposed hand-me-downs. Okay, close interface just gets you back out. That's a weird way for that button to be labeled. I think we can descend. I think we're okay to go. So in theory, this is bringing Mac down to the level Charlie is on, although
This
we have...
passage is getting tighter. If this pod gets stuck...
They wouldn't design it to get stuck, would they?
I think a lot of things down here have not been designed for the state that we have discovered them in. But this is good news because Charlie and Mac are both now out of like large areas with lots of interactables. And so, you know, it should be a lot easier to sort of funnel ourselves forward from here. Oh, memories. Probably.
Oh, we are 100% cleaning up this room today. Hope. Charlie. These women.
Oh, we got a letter.
5th grade. So fast. All you have to do is blink.
You need acceptance letters to 5th grade? It's a weird society.
Hello? But that's... Wait. She was just... No. She was here. This is a mistake. This... Charlie.
Maybe try to think about something else. Something a little brighter.
It's opening up. It's... Kane's rain.
Oh my. That's
Pretty.
Yeah, wow.
Descent is not possible.
Now what?
I mean, descent looks pretty complete. Are you sure? Okay. The cable has broken at the top, and there's water at the bottom, and it won't go down into the water. I mean, I feel like I could just step out. Yeah? Yes, I absolutely could just step out. Okay. We're fine. Hey, look at that! Corpse. There. The chasm sucks in a soft current of air as if breathing. Malign hypnotism radiates from the circular egress, drawing attention and drowning out sound. The carved pattern of spirals and jigsaw rock halo the orifice, like a sculptured iris surrounding a chasmic pupil. Are we really we're just not going to look at this body at all? We're just not going to describe this body? Keita Yamada, Pharmaceuticals. Do we know you? So I've arrived, predictably seasick, at this mausoleum of science. I'm doing this for her. I knew it. She's here. I found my Mila. I need to talk to her and explain where I've been. Her mother left, ran, changed her name, changed both their faces, changed everything. And here, a classified message from Keita to the Chocoboard. Masegan's research is astounding. His crude combination of PS-139 and minute quantities of recreational drugs may be the unconventional solution to the Brygo problem. Unfortunately, he is also deranged, so I removed him from the project. I suspect he is doing extracurricular research, as he seems very comfortable with the stasis products. He made numerous threats, but I do not believe he will be a problem moving forward. He refuses to reveal how we obtained the PS-139, indicating a containment leak. I've ordered him to remain in his quarters for now. Hopefully his mental state will improve with time and rest. I have conjured Mila in my mind so often. Thoughts of her have displaced actual recollections. Perhaps it's unhealthy, but I don't remember how to live any other way. Classified message, priority command blast. A Sagand disappeared after disabling the decontamination system and releasing an aerosolized version of his PS-139 cocktail into the ventilation. Some crew are experiencing hallucinations and other mental disturbances. I recommend that an external SecOps team be sent in to contain the situation and find Pasagand. We need to lock this facility down now. Message to the Choco Board. The situation aboard the mule is unsalvageable. A clean order has been given. Return to DS-15 immediately for evacuation. And another priority command blast. Data purged and uploaded to Kane, Luna, and crew confined to Omega Site. Picking up a valuable intelligence asset and then returning topside. Site termination in 3 hours. Please wait for me. Repeat, please wait for me. Come what may, I must get to her. I hear gunfire and screams. Trigger-happy security assholes. Kane's reign. Omega is cut off from the mule. They've sealed the temple door. Christ, Kane, Muhammad, forgive me. I could have left this place, but I chose to play the noble father. I found her. How long has it been? A month? 2? What hope do we have? Okay, so he was stuck down here for a good long time. Mila grows weaker by the day. The infection is taking her. There doesn't seem to be a logic to who succumbs first, but we all will eventually. There is no escape. We are cut off. No rations left. Yeah, and this far down you may as well be on Neptune, right? Like, the machines rattle all day and night, grinding the bones. The idiots. They genuinely believe they're not already infected, as if God himself were protecting them. They're doomed, just like us. Watching them lose their nerve when we went down to the well was good. And I will stay with Mila to the very end. This long string of personal logs with no idea how much time has passed between them is kind of a bummer narratively. A little sense of progression I think would really help sell the terror. Especially since part of what's supposed to be scary is the amount of time that they were left down here, right? They came. Those hungry eyes. They came and butchered so many. Held them down, let them scream, and slowly, lovingly removed their spines, their heads. An honor. No more food. No more fresh water. It's hard to distinguish between the invading memories and reality now. Images remain traced over my vision. Sounds ring in my ears. I can't stop them. Something was calling to me from the dark, pulling me forward, begging me for help. The end of days. I don't want to go. I want to stay with Mila. Why do I have to go? Where is Mila? I have to get her more meat. And at this point, we know what that meat was. Close now. We move to the wheelhouse. My body feels strong, even as my mind fades. Lucid moments are becoming rare. Instead, I feel another presence in my head, willing me to go deeper into the shadows to help with an unknown purpose of world-saving proportions. Well, I mean, that would be rad if they were at least saving the world down here. Soon I will disappear completely, and they will take Mila. They will not take me. I am spoiled meat. That's a very grim thing to be fully aware of in the moment. What is this? Huh. Okay, that's a way further up that way. The torrent of displaced water careens into the great orifice, carrying with it a cloud of foam and explosive spray. I'm a little leery of walking into it, for sure. Minuscule insects scurry over and into the mud, snatching up and feeding on morsels vomited out from the spray. So I'm assuming that I would only be on the same level of Charlie if the thing had gotten all the way down to where it was supposed to be going. Wow, this is a big-ass chamber. Inside the stone porch lies an avalanche of bone, an Ossian tide slowly flooding down a winding stairwell, blocking any means of traversal. And here's some more of those huge statues. The nude statue lounges, adorned in resplendent ornamentation, wistfully gazing into the darkness of the cave-bound lagoon. Oh yeah, well look at this, we have waves, we have like a tide here. A meek current washes over coal-black sand, muttering a whisper of white noise and rustling foam as receding waters stroke the shore. The tranquility of the shadow-wreathed lake is powerfully slumberous, prickling your strained mind. Oh yeah, I have no idea how much time has passed for our characters. We might be very tired indeed. Is this...
What is that? They look like, giant water wheels?
Emphasis on giant. One's not spinning, though.
The source of your problem. The excess water blocks the tunnel for your descent. You will need to get the wheel moving in order to proceed.
And fix the brakes. Someday something's gonna go my way in this place.
I would not count on it.
Also, let's not talk about being down here for days, shall we? Okay, yes, it is an entrance to this building. Well, I guess let's see what's in here. Kind of a lot of stuff, actually. I do not really know what to make of that. Note the counterclockwise indicator, but aside from that, yeah. Biotech service station.
Through here. Rip this place apart.
Anything still working?
Checking. Stand by.
Okay, so we have a drive mechanism up here that could potentially open the door. Empty food containers are caked in grime, their original packaging now beyond identification. And the peeling labels on the petri dishes here indicate that they have been quiescent for quite some time. The putrefying smell of decomposition pervades the makeshift laboratory, and a sluggish stream of water cascades down the walls, making the air humid to breathe. Let's,
Charlie, what is this? Surgical stuff?
Biotech surgery, yeah. For working on biotech components.
We don't really have anything that would seem to be appropriate. Well, I guess we'll just remember for later. Let's have a look at this.
Gotta get through this to get to that wheel mechanism.
Doors. Always doors. One after the other.
I was just thinking that same thing.
Definitely a trend, isn't it?
Okay, I mean, I could try to just, like... We can maybe stop the rotating by just clipping this to here and then over to there somewhere, make it so it can't complete its rotation. That seems maybe not the most productive way to... And probably all it's going to do is break our cable here. Well, okay, so I guess let's... You know, this says cable clips. Does it mean jumper cables? Just in case your rover breaks down in the middle of no man's land? This might be what Moses needs to get that door open. Maybe they just call them cable clips somewhere in the world. I don't know where the developers of this are from. Oh, I've stumbled onto a collectible VHS. It's been a while since that happened. A childhood of adventure films warrants that this could be quicksand. Without a branch or a snake, this could get ugly very quickly and should be avoided.
This thing is ancient, but it's still working.
Someone cares for it.
That's what worries me.
Sure don't want to meet any kind of caretaker down here. The ground vibrates to the shuffling echo of grinding machinery radiating from the entryway above. Looming reliefs hoisted on flanking pillars depict arm-crossed figures at rest, as if lulled to sleep by the mechanical warbling. Alright, let's see what's in this room.
Another native. What's left of it?
You're getting closer to the heart, brother. Such sights you will grow used to.
What? Who's on this channel?
Mac? What?
A new voice. I heard it before. You didn't hear it?
No, nothing.
Someone's on our comms.
Plug suit doesn't show any new channels.
I know what I heard.
Okay, great. Maybe Mac's infected. Honestly, it would be kind of amazing if he wasn't, given everything. This halved corpse is a malformed carcass of patchwork skin and tumorous growths lying bisected, the lower half distressingly absent. Reams of stringy innards slowly slide out from the tear, the laceration discharging a fouled mixture of blood, bile, and digested matter. Ew. Couldn't have the common decency to die with an empty stomach. A steel gateway allows controlled passage through a barbed portal, able to cut off access with evidently murderous speed. A slew of muddied footprints trails down the passage in a frantic gait, and I'm just going to walk right in there because I'm very smart. I have a lot of concern for my own well-being. Concealed by cobwebs and dust lies an adorned object made by the open hand of a long-gone civilization.
Yeah. This looks like something I want to carry around.
I mean, it is kind of rad. And the blade's a bit loose. I'm hoping that means this is a shoddy ceremonial tool, and less because it's been busy cutting God knows what up. What does Moses have to say about this beautiful treasure of ours? And then I'm gonna see about smashing it with Mac, because, you know. Does the scary face ride around on the wheel? Probably not. It's probably not a unicycle. Alright. Said the blade was loose. Let's use our brute strength to see if this thing's going to come apart on us. And if not, then I guess maybe we can try to find a use for it as a whole.
This disc is sharp as hell.
Use extra caution around sharp objects, Mac.
This is not the answer if you need a reliable, sturdy saw blade. But if push comes to shove, I could use it as a throwing weapon. And here we have a totally sick scepter. Amazing. Apologies, I know that this loading delay is a little bit long, but you have to know what Moses thinks of these things, right? I do, at least. There are some lovely morsels on the bones if you chew them a bit. You know what? While we're Moses here, let's run back to the door that requires the electric charge and see if we can use these cable clips to do that thing. I don't know what I would clip it to exactly, but you know, there's a computer right next to the door. And in fact, the door itself is sparking like crazy on the other side. I bet this is where you use the clips. Yeah. Alright, so I touch this and it sparks up, which turns on the magnet, and
I have opened your door using cleverness.
You are my savior, Moses. I owe you a great debt.
Don't we all?
Hurry, my friend. But be careful. It is dark here.
Yeah, I got some bad news for you.
You are in medical observation lab.
A receptacle for a manner of transfer tube, reminiscent of pneumatic tubes. A draft of rank air exhales out from the tunnel's throat. A chalkboard is covered in a nest of indecipherable formula and graphs. A cluster of tools, apparatus, and samples lie scattered between pencils and scrawled notes. Puddles of water stain and corrode the lab floor while slowly dissolving bundles of discarded notes and documentation. All right, let's have a look at this. Okay. That's concerning. I'm just going to take a screenshot of that in case we need it for later. Standard terminal. No big surprises here. A locked personal log. But come on. Who do they think they are? Farron Brygo. Hey, we've heard an awful lot about the Brygo problems here. The last of my equipment was just delivered. My transfer from the mule to this forward operation laboratory is complete. I am so exhausted. It's just me and the bots for the next 6 weeks. 3 decades of education, experience, and challenging work have culminated in this appointment. I should be grateful. At least I'm still gainfully employed. Besides, I no longer have to contend with Dr. Simpson or that ghoulish trophy of hers that seems to stare right into my soul. No more lectures in her office or snide comments about my work. The slimmest of silver linings. Well, sooner I acclimate, the better. The air feels heavy with ghosts. Oh, the well is a thing of beauty. Saltwater cascades from the meticulously carved ancient sculptures, spilling into the dark cavern below. A distinct smell rises from the darkness, like petrichor after rain. What could be down there? I think petrichor, is the right pronunciation. Right, because ichor, yeah. It's only been 4 weeks and I'm already talking to myself. And responding. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I hate being alone in this newly christened Omega Lab. It's only been 4 weeks. I do this if I am left to my own devices for more than about 10 minutes. Survey drones revealed a complex artificial structure 100 meters below at the presumed bottom of the pit. This archaic machinery is still operational and milling something, at least according to the data. I'm sure the next team will descend into the pit and document what's going on, and then keep it all hush-hush. Bots secured the pod for its autonomous maiden descent. The vehicle's cutting edge, providing a near 360-degree view, a hollow interface, and leather seats. Kane spared no expense on this beauty. The suspense is killing me. I just have to explore the pit. Tomorrow's my best chance. There won't be any sec drones during the Kane Day festivities, and the techs will be too liquored up to notice. Unsurprisingly, just a lot of personal logs here. Alright, Kane Day, here goes nothing. The left side of my face aches, and my eye is twitching. I'm guessing this isn't normal. It feels like someone is forcing a viscous substance through my ear and into my head. Jaw tightening, teeth chattering, relentless pain. And then a transcoded voice entry to Liza Simpson. Dr. Simpson, apologies for bothering you on holiday. I've been feeling increasingly anxious and distracted. Breathing is difficult. Earlier today, I had a terrible headache. I think I started hallucinating. 2 days ago, I took the pod down into the pit. A torrent of water prevented a full descent. I assume I passed out because I have no recollection of returning to Omega. I know I broke protocol, but is it possible to send a medical team to check on me? And how's Reggie? Voice transcoded to no one in particular. Barely awake. A high priority message. Mr. Brago, you will be transferred to a full-service isolation chamber on the Mule. As you admitted to willfully breaking protocol, the procedure will be charged to your account. Okay, not a lot of typing going on from here. These are all voice logs. The medics have quarantined me inside the Omega Lab. They don't think the infection poses any immediate danger to others, but they're being careful, just in case. My symptoms have gotten worse. It's difficult to move, although that could be from the meds. I have waking dreams and visions regularly, and my memories are becoming increasingly confused. The worst part is that I only recognize that a memory is suspect after reflection. For example, while the medics were fussing over me, I recalled a favorite quote from a film, only to realize later I'd never heard of such a film, much less seen it. And the line wasn't even in English. This experience has made me question all my recollections since. I know bodies in stasis can share dreams, but I am very much awake. What's going on? Oh, that's interesting. Bodies that are in stasis together, I assume, that are, like, networked in some way? Waves of shimmering blue wash over our offerings and join us in giving thanks. Bathed in such life, we sculpt totems to honor the gifts of the eaten. Wrapped in the comfort of shadows, we whisper our profound reverence. I was remembering how I used to scurry in the dark. The smells of dust, sweat, and blood. The hymns we sang. When did we last eat? No, I'm here. Drugged, paralyzed. This prison of thought. Voices, singing, chanting, church bells, drums. I remember it, but it doesn't feel familiar. I eat others. I am consumed by my comrades. I watch as the bones are broken, time and again. No, that's wrong. Who am I? Volkov is looking at me, pleading for death. He's sustained us, but he's come to his end. We're lost to the Republic, but our pride keeps us alive. It will guide them to us. We bury and thank him. I break my bones to feed us. I am eaten. This music is, creeping me right the hell out. Who are you? I know you. One of me knows you. You've returned alone again. This is becoming a habit of yours. I hear the sadness in your voice, your talk of isolation. Am I your outlet? I appreciate that. I appreciate the company when I'm lucid, when I'm not lost in my memories. You sound worse today. You sound worse every day. Are you feeling guilty? You did this to me in anger and blindness. And hate. I feel hate. I feel gratitude for being allowed to remember. Loathing and peace. I want to hold you and comfort you. He draws me to him. I must break my shackles and descend into the well. Across the bridge, through the dungeon and the bones, and on to the pulpit of God. Liza has been kind enough to give me access to the Mule internal database. Read only, of course. It helps keep my mind sharp. She is very kind. Yeah, that's definitely how he used to feel about Liza. I look forward to your visit. I have forgotten much about who I am, and I don't trust what remains. This could be permanent once I am allowed to wake from this paralysis, and I am terrified. I struggle to remember my family, to recognize which family among those I remember is mine. The clues return only rarely. I have a firm grasp now. I think I've captured them for the moment. Could you get a hold of my wife, Elizaveta? Send a message. Tell her I love her. Okay, so yeah, Farron Brago just went fully to pieces. We have some research notes here as well, which might be something. Hard to tell. Okay, that's the water wheel. And here's our buddy. Looking just like Klaus Ashford as hell over here. Okay. It's hard to know what to make of a lot of this stuff. Alright. The pair of bulky containers appear designed for high pressure or extreme temperature storage. They reek of spoiled flesh. A medical gurney, stained with streaks of dried blood. Oh, things are actually worse for our friend than I thought, even. And I thought they were going to be pretty bad. An obese chamber is contained by a ring of meter-thick steel walls. Large fisheye portals provide a view of a blood-drenched interior.
Ferran?
Oh, my lord.
Where is Ferran?
You are kidding me. What is it? Turn on the lights so I can see.
The lights are on.
I don't understand. Why can I not see?
You have no eyes.
I am confused. Where is Moses? If you can see me, why?
You don't have a body. From what I can tell, you're just...
A central nervous system. Your brain, your lymphic system, that's... There's nothing else. You're in a pod. Alone. You're...
Wait.
I'm so sorry, Ferran.
Wait, I can't... No, I would remember. I would
never remember this.
You're lying!
Ferran.
You're lying!
Mose, back away from him.
Ferran.
Liars!
Well, the Ferran voice actor is doing an excellent job, in my opinion. So this is grim, but not in a way that's unexpected. So the transfer system is unavailable to us for the moment. The flesh-stripped body hangs from a cruciform frame, surrounded by halos of blood splatter, the exposed brain pierced by a wreathed crown of draped wiring. A tableau of dials and electronics connect an array of test tube fluids, whirring and clicking as they run their tests. Yeah, so like, this thing isn't interactable, is there? No, it's just for the spooky view. I don't know what that arm is doing to him.
Ferran.
I always suspected.
What?
That this was hell. Now I know.
Ferran, will you unlock this specimen transport? I can use it to reach Charlie Mac.
What good will that do? There is no escape from hell.
That is a sad thing to say. Hope's favorite part of a story was the ending, because you didn't know what a story really was until the end. We do not know the ending. You have not reached yours. I have not reached mine. The story could still be anything.
You think my story is not at an end? You are an optimist.
We can find out together.
The rover I told you about. The Kalan.
Where is it?
In the recycling center ahead of you. It is larger than the one you encountered outside. I cannot attest to its seaworthiness, but there is a chance.
We'll take it. Thank you.
Well, okay. Moses's childlike demeanor and general upbeatness may have saved us all, except for Ferran, obviously, who is, probably somewhat beyond that. Insert specimen tag. Damn it. Well... Hey, Mac, any chance you get that tag back? Hopefully this will be the last. I'm hoping that the long loading delays are just because they're in such different sections of the game right now. And once we reunite them a little bit, things will be faster. A jumbled frame bearing jutting tusks resemble fangs of a predatory maw, primed to snap shut on unwary prey. And so deeper we go. Because it's a very good idea to do so. There's a little bit of, like, I don't know, it looked like traveling electricity here. I think ultimately it was just water splashing on the tarp. The mildewed support is partially collapsed, the clutter of wooden beams now only barely restraining a sagging ceiling. The improvised generator is capable of running advanced Kane devices. The contrast between old and new is jarring. It is a bit.
Kane scientists rigged a water wheel to charge their batteries.
Clever.
Okay, probably would be pretty useful had we a battery. A perpetual grinding tremor betrays the cog-powered device as a mill. Inside, bones snap and crack as they are crushed into mulch, puffs of bone dust spitting out like venting steam. Is that a PDA?
Rocks and dust.
No. Bones. They're grinding bones.
Sustenance?
Not a pleasant thought, is it?
Alright, I guess let's see whose this is. Liam James, the botanist. Oh, the one with the eidetic memory enhancement. Since I got the eidetic memory enhancement, I've been having trouble tracking reality. The thing is, dreams are made up of memories mixed with real emotions and stimuli. My memories are now perfect representations of my waking life, so my dreams feel as real as everything else. I tried using sleepaway to avoid dreaming altogether, but it made me lightheaded. Only pain reliably signals when I'm awake, so now I'm going around pinching my arms. I need to find a longer-term solution. Yellowleaf paid off most of my family debt, sponsored my education, and ensured an unobstructed career path to Kane's premier research facility this side of Luna. In return, all I need to do is grab some data like early base plans, very old archived messages, base AI details, etc., upload it to my eidetic storage, and transfer it once I'm topside. Easy enough, right? So it sounds like the eidetic memory implant is sort of a combination of the two things I was theorizing it might be. Data dump is 46% complete. While collecting samples at the base of the well, I heard some strange noises below, outside the bounds of our current operation. They were rhythmic, almost like low pulsing bellows. It sounded like chanting or blowing distant horns, but I know that's impossible. The cave acoustics must amplify the sound of falling water or circulating air. Yeah, that's probably all it was. Just some air circulating. Data dump is 65% complete. You know, I'm not supposed to know this, but the security squad brought in to contain the contamination event reported an encounter with some creature in the temple. They opened fire inside the blister. Did I actually hear chanting the other day? Could there be people down here? I mean, it seems crazy, but then again, everything that goes on here is nuts. Unfortunately, that squad's signal dropped shortly after, so that's all we have for now, that I know of. We'll see. Alright, data dump is 100% complete. Tomorrow's my last day at Omega. Lockdown? What are the chances? Damn it all. I don't know how long it's been since they left us down here. A month? 2? I keep pinching myself, but I can't seem to wake up. Supplies are running low. Dave Gallagher pulled rank. He says there's more food at the wheelhouse down by the beach. We have to draw straws for who goes down there. Wish me luck. Oh, you set us up, you prick. There were never any supplies down here and you knew it. You just wanted to keep the emergency rations for yourself. Well, I'm giving you one chance to lower the elevator for us, or when we find a way back up there, I'm going to make you wish you had. Ugh, I ate part of someone. At least I'm pretty sure I did. I was picturing a nice warm steak au poivre, and then I had flesh in my mouth and I couldn't stop chewing. The worst part is, I didn't mind it. The taste was okay, and I hadn't eaten in so long. I just needed something. Anything. He was already dead, though. I am not a murderer. He would have wanted this, right? Giving his body to feed us? It's what any scientist would wish to do. Yes, he would have been glad. It feels like weeks since the locals captured us. The others with me have moved or died from starvation or infection, or whatever these troglodytes did to them. But not Colin. He has a plan to dig us out of the cage with a jawbone. We'll be out soon. We're going home. Message to Kane Corporate, undelivered. You took my parents from me. They were scientists, brilliant scientists, and their blood is on your hands. So I won't let you kill me too. Final personal log. Colin's been sharing less food with me. He says something about planning ahead, but I don't understand. Is he trying to starve me so he can eat me? Or so I'm easier prey? He must be waiting until we're almost free to kill me with that jawbone and eat his fill. I need to get to him first. Okay, well, long-term rescue and survival efforts probably hindered somewhat by people deciding to kill and eat each other out of paranoia. The luminous cog turns in fluid motion, delicately carved with flowing patterns that glint like swimming snakes as the wheel turns. A perpetual grinding. I don't know. We know the mill thing. Well, seems like there's not much point in being in here, aside from charging a battery should we find one. All right, let's see what else is in this big room. We have here what is this? You know, a dais. The ritualistic dais drowns in swirling plasma harvested from the seeded sacrifices. A strong metallic taste and coppery odor waft from the malignant and gore-filled congregation. Tethered flesh has been wound and woven in between wooden frames, like meat-spun dream catchers. Globules of meat matter have trickled down the threads and formed grisly mounds around the base. Yeah, gross. Look at this thing. The spine has been partially extracted from the flesh-hollowed sacrifice, pulled out like a vivisected toy. Loosened flesh sags forward like a refuse bag burdened with curdled excrement. The discarded viscera and collected ichor erupting with a repugnant stink of wet decay. Boy, they sure do love to describe gross smells.
Kane. Charlie, don't look at this.
Oh, dear Lord.
They have become art.
Yeah, the bear's right. They're posed.
They were Kane scientists.
No. They were sacrifices.
What was that? Varan?
I said nothing.
I thought I heard.
The victims' meat and muscles have been aggressively excavated and unspooled, the interior of the carved cavity filled with confetti mounds of shredded viscera. Why? That seems like so much work.
This isn't human. Their ribs are broken. Spines removed.
Huh. Ooh. Okay, the rib spreader. Just grab the entire thing. And also a PDT? I've seen stuff like this before. Some managers like to stick these into staff and keep track of them, just in case they think I'm making a run for it. It acts as some kind of info bridge between the organic and the digital. Huh. Well, thanks for your contribution there, friend. And yet another PDA. I feel like we're seeing a lot of these all of a sudden. Oh hey, it's Dave Gallagher's. Message. Greetings, team. For those who don't already know, I'm here to oversee Omega's expansion into and beyond the well. And you may have heard recent shocking rumors about the fate of an Omega tech. I can assure you, he was merely exposed to hydrochloric acid from a faulty something or other, which requires no further explanation. There will be no significant changes to your day-to-day life. You'll still report to your team leads, whom I'll be meeting with shortly. I'll be holding a daily prayer meeting, but I request that only 100%ers join me. Those with cybernetics or other augmentations need not attend. I look forward to working with you all. It sounds like some of them more than others. We moved some equipment into the well complex. A STEM repair station should be adequate to keep this lot running correctly. The shit we saw down there boggles the mind. You know, most people wouldn't believe it even if we took them with us and clamped their eyelids open, so they had to look. I dumped everything into the android while it was upgrading, even the redline classified data. 3 petabytes of research were encrypted and jammed into its foul toaster noggin. The Leaf said they would trigger the failsafe data carrier if Corbin couldn't be extracted. Well, won't be a problem anymore. Ugh, my insides are in knots. I feel like I'm going to throw up. Not sure if I'm still adjusting to these insane depths or just nervous. I'm trying to avoid checking into medbay, as they would undoubtedly inject me with impurities. Still, if this gets any worse, I may not have a choice. And then an encrypted message sent to Leaf. My cover might be compromised. I just got back from having my stomach pumped, and the lab is still analyzing the contents, but it's possible that someone poisoned me. I've decided to stay the course regardless. The cause is too important. But if my messages stop, you'll know why. Yellow Leaf always, Yellow Leaf forever. Leaf said this operation would be more straightforward if I did a face swap or a neural tap, but I believe in doing things the old-fashioned way. I like a rare Texan-bred steak. I only drink rainwater, and I'm exclusively attracted to 100%er women. That is an impressive array of feats for a man living in the 22nd century. Implanting the mark of the beast in my very flesh will never happen. Not for Leaf, not even for the cause. I've spent 6 years dealing with a loathsome android and even filthier augmented Nexus scum humans, while slowly working my way into a corporate position. Kane Corp took our hydroponics tech for their interplanetary expansion, and then screwed us over by withholding payment until we had to request a buyout. We won't terraform our hunk of rock, Erakoth, and populate it with pure, unadulterated virility in the foreseeable future. Yellow Leaf is just a dream again, but in time we will claim our birthright, our domain. To Omega Lab crew, urgent, stop all excavation immediately. A contaminant has spread throughout the mule. This is a code black. Return to the Omega Lab, seal the decon chamber, and await further instructions. And then a message to all mule staff. I'm clean. I haven't been near anyone infected, and I don't have any symptoms. Look, I'm wearing a mask. You can't lock me in here with these pestiferous scum. It's a death sentence. I'm corporate, damn it! Open the doors now! We've been left to die in this temple. Did someone discover why I'm here? And are they protecting Kane by disposing of me? I don't know. But there's been no contact from the outside since they sealed the doors, and we're running low on supplies. People are looking to me for guidance, but I don't know what to say anymore. Gandhi, if you're listening, I could use some direction myself. I snapped Liam's neck after he tried to steal my last energy bar. He was boasting about his vulgar augmentation, so really I did him a favor. And a message to Leaf, undelivered. My previous messages failed, but I'm trying one last time. Not hoping to receive aid, but because I don't want all of this to have been for nothing. Corbin is trapped down here with me, and while my mind won't survive what's to come, the androids will. His neural core contains everything you need to get Yellow Leaf back on top. Let's hope the failsafe got the data out before the base purge. Yellow Leaf always, Yellow Leaf forever. Okay, so there's a lot of sort of internecine political and religious struggles going on in this corporation. But it seems like there's not much here to do except to leave, yeah? Alright, y'all. I think this is maybe where I need to call it for tonight. Episode's getting a little bit long, and there's so much happening. I was looking for a good spot, but it seems like we will not reach a lull perhaps anytime soon. So that is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you return next time, I think perhaps our reunion is in order. And then our reunion is in the cards, rather. And then hopefully we can reach that rover before everybody dies horribly in one of these 600 ways that is just waiting to pounce on us. And we'll see you then.